Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner Studio, and with me today is Lieutenant Robbie Seal and Sergeant Terry Fritts. It's going to be different this month because last month you just did it all by yourself, and it was so smooth and easy.
Went fast.
I know, it was fast, and now we got to...
Now we have my buddy here.
I'm just here to look ugly, so he's going to do all the talking. Yeah. So
Robbie said he's the eye candy.
The junior, senior eye candy.
Oh, goodness. There we go.
We ragged on you. We ragged on you last month, and I says it won't matter because he'll never watch it.
I actually do watch it. I'm one of the viewers that watches.
One of the few watches.
Yes.
Oh, all right. So a lot of stuff's happened already. In the last November, we just finished up.
Yes.
Christmas parade. That was good. And I mention it every time I see it. The honor guard and the parades are. I know they're the sheriff and the police and the fire, but they are sharp. And it's a lot of, I tell people, it's a lot of work being in the honor guard.
It is.
And I just want to just throw it out there and let them know that I'm very appreciative and they do a great job.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I did it for 16 years back in my day, so
it wasn't quite as sharp then, but it was.
Well, it was still a lot of work. You're right, Mike.
Walking.
It's just a lot of training. I mean, it's not easy to walk in a straight line and know how to carry the flags properly and display them and hold them and all the kind of things that you have to do.
Yeah. They look great. And actually a really big showing out there on the parades. A lot of people showing.
Yeah. Put that up there. It was a really well attended.
Yes.
And the police were there, but you guys were there too. So,
We had a float in the parade. We partnered with the Warren County Senior Center and Seniors First. So we had some seniors on our float with the sheriff.
Right.
We had our crime prevention and education go-kart in the parade as well.
That
was pretty well
Guess who was driving that?
A clown. Because it felt like a clown car. But yes, I was driving
Someone's head stuck out of the...
That's about all I could see. It was just above it. Then we had our honor guard, as you mentioned.
It's well attended. I mean, the parade was just...
It was.
It's great. Mark and I were there, and I said, well, Mark, we're going to try this and try to videotape it in the dark and see what happens. But I think it turned out real well.
Yeah, we had
thousands of views.
We had our contingency of our senior citizens from the senior center.
You had to wake them up.
They were lively. They were pretty much enjoying the whole parade, sitting on the wagon on the straw and everything.
It's great work. All right, so we covered the parade. So what else?
Yes. So we had a busy November. We participated with the Rivers 95.3 CCAP Camping for Hunger. We raised several boxes with our Stuff a Cruiser event that we conducted at our Walmart facility. We also received a ton of coats. I don't know if you found it on our social media page, but we had a box 3 times the size of us here, and just filled it up with coats. So Warren County DSS was very appreciative of that, and we want to thank everybody that helped donate for the Rivers Camping for Hunger and for the DSS coat drive.
It's amazing how many people do come when there's a need like that and show. That bus fills up.
Oh, we have the best community. Yes. Everybody in our community comes together, and it shows. We have a lot of community partners and community support. So thank you for everybody in the community.
That's a great thing they do every year. It's, that they do that and promote it, and it helps.
Yeah. I think this was our first opportunity doing the coat drive. Yes. So we a lot of people supported the need for those that need them. So great job everybody out there.
A couple other things we did in the month of November. We partnered with the Unity Masonic Lodge, number 146, for the senior center. They provided a Thanksgiving meal. We assisted with the delivery of that. Then we did the Reading with the Sheriff. We do that every month at Samuel's Library. It's the 4th Wednesday at 11.
I see you there.
Yep, I'm usually one of the ones that come in there, or the school resource officers. They'll come in and read books to the children because they're pre-K kids. So I'd like to have the SROs go in, read a story, kind of start to make a familiar face with who their SROs will be. So it's typically an elementary school SRO. We had 5 new deputies graduate the academy, so that was an exciting event. And then you've already mentioned about the parade. Upcoming events we have for the month of December, we're doing a Shop with the Sheriff this Saturday. We're partnering with Target, and we're going to take I think 10 school-age children that were nominated by the schools to target. So that's going to be a good event. We're going to start at the Company 1 Fire and Rescue Station and do the Breakfast with Santa. So we're going to treat it as breakfast. And
the sheriff is actually going to do it this time.
I'm hoping.
Yeah. Well, he's a pretty big ham. He likes that stuff.
He'd make a good Santa, I think.
Yeah.
Would he?
Yeah.
He would, but they bought the suit to fit someone else.
Oh, okay. I got you. But this is
someone
actually,
a little taller.
Yeah. This is our second year with Target. It's actually Target's grant that
Target has the Heroes and Helpers grant, and they partner with law enforcement to provide community services. It's an excellent program, the Heroes and Helpers, and we try to do it every year.
Yeah.
So
one of those things that people don't know about. Yeah.
And that's why I say we have the best community partners out there for people like Target and Walmart, where they have grants available to better the community. Yeah. You just got to know where to look and who to talk to.
And really,
get these grants.
And not to interrupt, but you mentioned the partnerships. That's exactly what our community policing unit division is done. When Sheriff Butler established the fact that he wanted more community policing involvement out there, and it's Terry and I. That's what we've been doing. We've been actually out there just building these partnerships, and it's showing for the things that we're doing out there, and just being involved with the businesses, individuals, organizations. It's a great feeling. It's just everybody working together for the common cause to better our community. It's just great. It's just been fantastic.
And if there's any businesses that would like to partner with the Warren County Sheriff's Office going forward, please reach out to me, Sergeant Fritts, or Lieutenant Robbie Seal, and we'd be glad to partner with you guys, whether it be like your company picnics or whatever have you. We would love to partner and just bring services to our community to better our community.
Sure. I'm going to have you run security at our Christmas party. No.
We've done that too.
Yeah, keep Robbie out of the donuts.
That's funny.
Actually, I've been losing weight here lately.
Well, you look pretty
for
good.
My upcoming.
Either you got a new vest because that one's just not quite as tight as the last time.
No. Yeah. Well, that's true. Thank you, Mike. I consider that a compliment.
It's a little loose.
Yes, I got to get ready for this knee surgery.
You were rocking that vest last time.
Yeah, he's losing the weight, and he's not going to fill out the Santa suit.
Oh, that's what it is.
We'll put a pillow under there.
So speaking of Santa, I was told Santa's going to be at Samuel's Public Library from 1 to 4 on December 17th for story time with Santa. So there's going to be milk and cookies and crafts and lots of good time there. So yeah, come out and see it. We're going to have Lieutenant Seal and myself will be there. We'll be doing some of those stories, I believe.
Right.
That'll be fun.
Keep an eye on them cookies.
That will be fun.
For sure.
That will be
because
fun.
he said he's losing weight doesn't mean he's not eating cookies. So.
Another program that Santa's going to be a part of, and the Sheriff's Office, we're doing Seniors in Santa at the Warren County Senior Center. Santa's going to come in, have a few little gifts for our seniors, and we're partnering with the Unity Masonic Lodge 146 again to provide a Christmas meal. And then we're also going to deliver meals to our Operation Telephone homebound people and make sure they have a meal and a little Christmas gift from Santa.
Never too old for Santa.
No. And then again, we're doing our Reading with the Sheriff December 28th at 11 at Samuel's Public Library.
All right.
So that takes care of our December events.
So you got things already on the books for 2023?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
We're looking at a bunch of different things for 2023. We're hoping to finalize the Army Pays program. It's a partnership between the Army, and we extended the thing from just the Sheriff's Office to the County of Warren, so we could hire more veterans for the whole county. So that's a great partnership. Hoping to have that as an announcement early on, mid-December to early January.
Okay.
The other thing, we're still trying to do the unclaimed body burial. The military is holding us up a little bit because of trying to figure out who is military or spouses. So we're not going to try to rush this. We want this done right. So we're going to push it off until spring.
Okay. You let us know on that because those ceremonies are something that people need to be. I mean, it's hard to believe we have 19?
19 right now.
And it could be more of just unclaimed bodies that are just waiting to be properly buried.
Well, that was part of Sheriff Butler's initiative. He wanted to give these people a proper resting place for a final burial because all the bodies that go unclaimed come to the desk of the sheriff. So we want to give them a final resting place, but we don't want to rush it. So we want to do this correctly. And if someone is military, we're going to give them a proper military burial.
That'd be great.
So we're partnering with a company called Missing in America. They're a nonprofit. Skip from Able Forces was able to turn me onto this company, and they're helping us find out whether any of the spouses or individuals we have are military.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll have an answer early January,
Okay.
so we can have a spring burial. And then we have the DEA Drug Take Back Day for those that missed the October event. We're going to have another one come up. It's most likely going to be April 29th, 2023. And just stay tuned for the location. We're hoping it's either going to be at the same location it has been, which is the old urgent care, or we may move it to the new location of urgent care in the Riverton Commons. Trying to find a location with better traffic for people. And at this time of the year, we're probably going to be fighting apple blossom like we did last year. So we're just going to try to coordinate where the easiest route for people to get in and get out and get rid
But
of
that's a national day. I mean, it's all the way across the country. The DEA partners with local law enforcement and health departments to collect. It's amazing how much of these you collect.
It is.
And if not, they would just typically go in the trash or go down in the. And we don't want to flush them.
No.
That's how it used to be. Oh, flush it down. Don't realize that that's not really a.
We have doTERRA drug neutralizing bags. So if you have a few unwanted medications that you'd like to dispose of, a bottle or two, we have bags that we can give you at the sheriff's office. Just come to the sheriff's office and ask for them.
Yeah, and we have them out in the lobby for those that you just want to stop by and pick some up, so they're just readily available.
And take as many as you need.
Yep.
We'd rather you dispose of them properly than just flush them down the toilet and contaminate water supplies.
Right. Now we're spending millions of dollars to get rid of all the drugs we put in them.
I know.
All right.
A couple other things we have coming up. The Triad Spring Festival. That one's going to be May 9th, tentatively scheduled. And we're going to be partnering with the Moose Lodge, and they're going to host it for us.
Yep. It's an annual sort of a conference expo type of event that we have for our seniors.
That's a senior again oriented.
Yes. We bring in a lot of speakers of different orientations as far as speaking on topics that concern seniors' lives, healthcare, nutrition.
We've been so many scams here lately.
Yep.
Well, Medicare,
that's usually one of the topics the seniors request, and just not seniors, everybody requests it because scams are so prevalent. Everybody tries to fraud somebody out of something.
And they're trying to, robocall. I don't know how many warranties I have on my car. I didn't realize that they've been trying to get hold of me so often to get those corrected.
Right.
True.
But we have actually a good theme. I mean, we usually try to have a fun, other than the instruction part and people coming in and speaking on topics. We also want our seniors to enjoy the event and have activities do so. So we sort of put it like in the past prior to COVID, we put themes behind the event. So we're actually looking at the Grease. Remember the movie Grease?
Right.
So we're looking at the Grease theme behind it. So no, it doesn't mean I'm going to get up there and sing a song, Mike. But
come on.
But we're going to have some fun activities.
Go in your closet. You're going to pull out some of those things you held on to.
Hopefully, I'll be back. Speaking of being back, of course, and Terry's got a few more things, but this will be my last talk for a while because I actually get my knee taken care of here January 6th.
Milk that sick day.
But my work will not. I will still continue my work, obviously, from home and everything. I'll be in direct contact with Terry and the sheriff and major. Working on.
That's an in and out procedure now.
Yeah, I'm going in, I'm coming out, I'm going home and recuperate and rehabilitate. So until I get back, but there's one reason why I'm trying to get in shape for it, so I can get back early. But one of the initiatives that I've delved into, and that I think is going to be a great for 2023, is we signed up with National Neighborhood Watch, and the purpose of National Neighborhood Watch is it incorporates all of those communities, all the law enforcement agencies that want to be a part of a big network process in organizing neighborhood watch programs in their neighborhood. So, and they have the great thing I like about it, because we're big with Nextdoor.com as far as keeping in touch with our citizens, our neighborhoods and everything. Well, National Neighborhood Watch has a great program with Nextdoor.com. So one of the things we're going to be doing is sharing the guide with neighbors. We have like 64 through Nextdoor, 64 actually neighborhoods in the county as well as town that are associated with Nextdoor, and we're going to be sharing the how to organize a neighborhood watch program. We want to establish as many neighborhood watch programs as we can with those subdivisions, with those neighborhoods, that exist in Warren County, and that's going to be a heck of an endeavor. But our community policing unit is really up to the task for 2023 of organizing as many as we can. We'll pretty much keep people up to par during our talks for 2023, how many we've established, and it's going to be a great endeavor. Looking forward to it. And it's going to get started here next month.
You know, several years ago, Neighborhood Watch was really a big program, and it kind of just like fell out of favor during.
Yeah. Well, with everything too, what we're seeing is, neighborhood. Back when I was with the Front Row Police Department, we, through the community policing. This goes back to back then former Chief Ronnie Williamson, and we established, a really initiative on community policing, which involved the meetings, live meetings with neighborhood, with the neighborhoods as far as. Well, what we're seeing is much like how we live our lives now. Everything like social media and everything. As far as so, even neighborhood watch programs are through Nextdoor.com and just through HOA POA meetings. We're establishing that networking, the meeting virtually, and through the conversation wise of sharing that information, doing the crime prevention discussions. That is going to help their neighborhoods, not become victims of burglaries and what other crimes exist. So that seems to be the trend.
That's really what it's about. Just be aware.
It is, and that seems to be the trend. So, when we establish these neighborhood watch programs, it'll involve too where we network with Nextdoor.com, network with the neighborhoods in general, but we also are going to the HOA POA meetings. And actually just letting them, the board or citizens the residents in that neighborhood, address the issues that they think they need the sheriff's office support with. Right. So, absolutely.
You got a couple more things?
Last two things I have on my list. We're looking at a public shred day. Skyline Insurance had approached me and said that they are interested in partnering with us to do a public shred day. We don't have a date yet set. But we are looking tentatively around April 22nd, give or take. So
those are popular events. People love them shred days. Yeah.
So we'll have some more information as that comes forward. And then the last thing we have is June 10th is the tentative date for the sheriff's annual third annual football camp.
I was going to ask you, what about the football camp? That should be coming up.
So
are the Divas going to be involved again?
Yes, that's the plan.
That makes it popular, doesn't it? Robbie just smiled.
The Divas are supposed to be a part of it. Mark Mosley, I believe, is going to be a part of it. And there's a few other football players that have been approached. Don't want to say any names yet, just in case somebody happens to back out or we're not able to get them.
But you're trying to get as many people as you can.
Yes, we want to get as many people as we can.
And the thing, and we're actually expanding other than just Warren County. Football programs in neighboring jurisdictions. So we're going to be reaching out to a lot of entities out there, and with regards to. The kids that we think would love the opportunity to meet some of our guests there and learn some fundamentals of the game of football. Absolutely.
I just want to get the date out there so people can start penciling it on their calendar. I'm hoping there's no conflicts. Previous sheriff's football camp we did, there was a couple other sporting events scheduled for the same day. But June 10th is right now the tentative day, so mark it on your calendars.
If you can get out there first and tell people, they can work around your schedule, right?
Yes, hopefully. But we want to see how many kids we can get out here for this one and make this the biggest and best football camp ever.
I think the kids loved it. I mean, the ones that attended were, they were focused and really paid attention. Sheriff was out there, barking them commands and giving them his soapbox speech, but they were paying attention because that's you could tell he had that coaching experience.
Oh, he does. He
loves it. He loves it.
Yeah. We got to give a shout out to Will Bryan though for being the.
I was going to say, is Will going to be there?
Yep. Will.
He's been the driving force behind this, helping us along the way, getting this organized and getting the people fed, getting the players and talent there to make this.
If you don't know who Will Bryan is, he is the barbecue guy.
So moated beef.
So moated beef. Yeah, he loves it, and he just loves putting on these things and working in the community.
He does,
and all the lodge there has done so much. In the community, they've done a lot of things.
Good people.
A lot of the stuff that goes on in our community, just people just don't know about it. It may not affect 1,000 people, but it might affect like these 10 kids going with the sheriff. That's a major influence on their life.
It is.
You don't really realize that 20 years from now that what that little hour trip to Target might have done for somebody. I mean,
you're right, Mike.
It really affected their lives, and we do it one person at a time. It's really what you do, and I think. that makes a difference.
It does make a difference.
The things that you put on doesn't have to be massive.
No.
It can just be simple things like, holding the door open and saying please and thank you and just be kind to people.
It kind of goes on with the Warren Coalition's motto, "We see you," in the program. Yeah.
Right. We see you.
We see
We don't
you.
care how much you know until we know how much you care.
Yeah.
And I think that goes a long way.
Yeah.
Well, Zig Ziglar,
Yeah.
back in your day, you can remember that. Not before Terry. He doesn't remember.
Yes, I can. Yeah, yes.
Terry can't remember that.
Doesn't he look great?
me.
Look at that. Doesn't he look in white?
He dresses up
He
good,
does.
doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah.
He does. Looks sharp.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to have you guys here. We will get back in later in the month,
Yes.
or I guess we're already kind of late this time, aren't we? Normally we do this last week, but somehow things
I
got
don't
in the
know.
way.
Yeah. We're actually,
Holidays.
first or second
Holidays.
week.
Oh,
Which,
well, he didn't want to give up that Thanksgiving dinner, and so because that's the day we normally would have done it.
Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving Day. But being that it's December, first part of December, we won't be back till. Well, you won't be back till January.
Yeah.
I guess
Well,
next month
maybe
they're
we'll
talking.
come in on the 28th.
We'll see. We'll see. But want to wish everybody.
You know what we could do? Why don't we take the camera and go over to Robbie's house and let's do it from his living room?
It's a good idea.
I think we can do that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I won't
Put
have
a camera here and just video streaming.
Yeah.
Hey, the cookies will be all gone. I'm sorry.
So he thinks he's going to get away with it by having his knee replaced.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
He hobbles around. I can see him come
I
up
do,
the steps.
you know.
He makes a lot of noise when he comes up.
I do, especially hitting the walls coming up.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. So hopefully I'll
Well,
be.
we do appreciate all the things that you guys do and all our law enforcement officers. It's a lot of work and more than just a job. I want to tell people it's more than just a job, and it's a calling. I think.
What's a
people-
passion to me? It's a passion of what we're about. It's what we love doing. I mean,
He loves that vest. He's got all his stuff in there. You
Yeah,
see that?
I don't have half the stuff as our normal patrol guys that have.
Yeah, you don't have a body cam on there now. What happened to that?
I got my eyes, but
Oh, we brag. You're so good-natured, Robbie. And when the camera goes off, then he gets all over us. Why'd you do that? He does.
Hey, do want to shout out to everybody before we leave to have a great Christmas coming up. So I just hope it's safe for everyone and full of pleasant memories into next year.
Be with your family.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks again. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Mike.